Last episode, we took on the Wisconsin Badgers in our first meeting with our interstate rival, and it went well for the first little bit right there. Freshman tight end Stephen Killings made a spectacular grab to get his first touchdown as a part of the Milwaukee Tech Stags, but eventually the Badgers came roaring back in the third quarter, and this just big play right here, missed tackles, can't catch up to him. And that is kind of what happened in that second half. They just absolutely ran away with it, and we just couldn't compete with them in that third quarter. And then we have some turnover problems right here. And again, this eventually all led to a 27-point third quarter. And that's pretty much all the Badgers needed to put us away in that one. But we did learn some valuable lessons. We're still not up here to where we can even take on the middle-of-the-road programs in some of these bigger conferences, but we have 4 games to get through in this episode. We got to take on New Mexico State, FCS East, Northern Illinois, and App State, our first conference game of the season, and then we'll get to the back half of the schedule. So, gonna start things off here right away, taking on New Mexico State, the Aggies. Does anyone know what an Aggie is? I don't. But either way, thank you for watching this series. Thank you for watching this channel. And let's get into it here. So, Play the Moments is a really nice feature, I have to say. Allows us to kind of get through a lot of this stuff. And, you know, I don't think we need to play every single game. There are going to be full game playages. I don't want you to think that's just not going to happen. We're not going to switch to full Play the Moments. I know some people like doing like full seasons. We get a fumble opportunity right there. We can't recover it. And at this point in the season, we have yet to actually create a turnover. It has not happened yet. It's only the second game, but we didn't create a turnover in the Badger game. And we still haven't created one here as we give up a touchdown right there. So we don't fall on that football. We don't get the fumble in. We end up allowing New Mexico State, which are now a part of the Mountain West, to get a touchdown. So we come back second quarter, another play moment here for defense. Can we stop them from scoring points? No, we actually pushed the guy into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Really bothers me how big that Mountain West logo is. Could have sworn that was a glitch that was kind of in the game. You know, at launch, it's still in there, so that's kind of annoying. Maybe they don't know how to fix it. I don't know. But either way, 6 seconds left here. We're going to try to get a touchdown. And, you know, we could kick a field goal, but I think it's more important to get a touchdown right here. Try to quick strike, and that would have been a really tough catch. We had to get rid of that ball quick, though, because, again, we don't have enough time. But I think we have a shot to get one more play in. This ball has to go into the end zone, though. We don't have any timeouts. We're going to snap it. We're throwing this one regardless, and we do get it to Tristan Wiley. He gets a touchdown, our first score of the game. If we ran that, that would have been disastrous because we would not be able to get up to the line and, you know, get a field goal at the least. I had to throw that. And I think the RPO gave us a good look there. So able to get a score, able to get a touchdown. The Tristan Wiley, who kind of, I don't want to say had a breakout performance, but pressure came in fast. And that's something we're finding out this year where, you know, our tackles are just kind of not holding up right here, and then just can't tackle. And we give up another touchdown. So defense still going to be an issue. It's going to take a while to get this defense, I think, right. But speaking of the Mountain West, recent news is Northern Illinois is moving to the Mountain West. I will do that in the offseason of this series. And nice throw right here, honest, by Tristan Wiley. Had to wait for Wiley to get all the way over, but we will move Northern Illinois to the Mountain West Conference, which will open up a spot in the MAC. So we might be on the move. I don't think it'll be a big conference upgrade. Get another touchdown here to Stephen Killings, his second of his young career. And very nice stuff right here. So we got to go for onside kicks at this point in the game. And oh boy, that was really close, actually. You know, some people don't like the onside kick. They like it to be like a 4th and 15 or something like that. I don't like that. I like the idea of an onside kick. We get the ball back eventually with under a minute left. They actually scored again, so our defense couldn't even do the one thing we really needed them to do, was like hold them to nothing. Gave up a touchdown. And then we tried this onside kick, and they almost kind of both run into each other. That could have been disaster. We could have potentially got that and took it back. But either way, 35-45, give up 45 points, another 20-plus point third quarter. I mean, that's just unacceptable. Aiden Armenta, 25 of 44, 4 touchdowns on the day. He did what he could. The defense just couldn't get a stop, honestly, you know, but you give up 21 in a quarter. I mean, you can't expect to win games when you're giving up that many points in a quarter. Looks like we had a fumble in there too. Ahmad Hardy, only 11 carries. When you get down the way you did, you gotta throw the football. So, yeah. Stephen Killing's a touchdown, Nick Sullivan a touchdown, and Tristan Wiley 2 touchdowns on the day. Artis Cole, 71 yards. Tyler Griffin, 72 yards. So, you know, a good day passing, just defensively. Didn't do much. I mean, we were able to get some sacks here. Tristan Shorter did leave the game with an injury. Nothing too serious. But no interception, so we weren't able to get a turnover at all. And, yeah, you know, that's a tough deal. Our championship contender status goes down, but we are in first place with a lot of 3-star recruits. So that's good. We already have we did have one insta commit. We're looking around here, trying to see if anyone kind of in that top 5 stage where we can start to, at the very least, soft sell them, because we don't have enough hours to go around hard selling guys. We just don't. I mean, we just can't do it. We can't go around the soft selling people. We have to soft sell. We can't hard sell too many people. It really depends on the grades, too. We have some decent grades, but again, these guys don't line up with what your best grades are all the time. But we do have 2 A's here. This is a JUCO guy. I'll take JUCO players. This isn't a great program, so we can't really be choosy. And so, you know, that would be great if I could hard sell that, but I just don't have the hours, right? I'm not gonna. I don't have the ability to take the hours from someplace else and you know, give it to someone else. So Kerry Yates, 3-star gem, defensive tackle, run stopper. We're going to keep it with family and friends, maybe, I think. You know, he is a Texas guy, so Texas State is going to try to make a move on him. I don't have the hours to do visits. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you're just in a tough spot because you don't have the hours. And, you know, would I like to hard sell? Sure. Don't have the hours. And I can't take it from other places, really. So, Dion Acker is a bust. But, again, beggars can't be choosers. We're going to have to just take who we can take. So, Lauren McAdoo. I'm going to try to soft sell him here. And hopefully this will be, again, if he liked playing time, that would be great. But he doesn't like playing time. But he is, you know, it is what it is, right? We have a bunch of safeties on here we're going to try to get as well. But that is recruiting. Taking on FCS East. These are, what, the Rocket City Moonmen, I believe, kinda. Not exactly, because they would have to probably like pay those guys that these teams are based off of. Which honestly is like, yeah, you probably should shut them out a little bit more, I think. But either way, we're taking on FCS East here. We actually have time to throw. Good coverage. So we have to take off here. 4th and 1 coming up. And we're going to go for it. I overrule the game. We decide to go for it right here. And we pick up the first down on the run play right there. So we're just going to play the rest of this drive. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation looking. Maybe had triangle. I don't know. Those are always such risky throws. You know, it's like, I don't need to do that right now. If it was like a 3rd down late in the game, I'd probably make that throw. Then we throw this one in a nice little hole in that zone right there. This is to Artis Cole. So he gets the touchdown right there. And we are on top against the Moonmen. So really nice play right there as we come back 4th and 4. It was a 4th down moment here. And then we throw this one, and we just find, again, nice little hole right there in the coverage. Guy couldn't get back to it on the slant route, able to pick up some big yardage. We come back 1st and goal at the 3. And they're just playing coverage, and this is a really nice throw right there. Nice toe tap right there. Able to bring down the football, hold on to it, and another touchdown goes up on the board. So now another 4th and 5. This time they bring some heat, but we're able to find Godfrey right there. Just had the touchdown. Now he gets the big 1st down conversion right there. 3rd and goal here. And they're going to bring some heat and able to find the touchdown right there. And, yeah. I mean, what else is there to say? We're playing an FCS team. You know, you got to put up some numbers against these teams, honestly. Wish it could be like Alabama and schedule multiple teams like this on our schedule. And this was an issue with our recording software. It shut off as that touchdown happened. Thankfully, I was able to get the replay. So we do get the touchdown right there. That's why that happened. But it was a really good touchdown. I was like, I'm keeping that in the video. We're going to have it. So we get another touchdown, 2nd of the day for Artis Cole. And, yeah, just blowing out FCS East here. Only put up 35 on them. You know, it's weird to be disappointed by, 35-7 victories. But you feel like you should put up, 50 on these schools. That should tell you where we're at as a program right now, where we just can't put up 50 on anyone. I mean, Ahmad Hardy, 129 yards. That's a really good day. But it's like, against an FCS team, you should be, you would think that's like a 200-yard day, right? You would think those are the days where it's like, all right, you're going to put up some numbers. We did it through the air. We still can't do it on the ground yet. And the line just isn't, we don't have a bunch of road graders up there, So we can't do that just yet. And we're probably not able to do that next year either. So unless we might have to hit the transfer portal hard for linemen, I think. And might have to do that. So able to get pressure, able to get sacks. We didn't really get a defensive moment to play in this one. So Warren McAdoo, this is going to be tough. He liked the pitch. It's just that SMU probably has the hours to spend to try to bring him in. And we don't have the hours to do it. And with us not having the hours to do it, we kind of just have to ride it out and hope maybe they made that big investment and maybe they'll get bored. Again, we're just looking around here trying to see, all right, can I start soft selling this guy? This guy, Greg Van Summeren, that pitch clearly did not go over well. So again, there's not too many places where I can find hours. If I could find somewhere to switch this to a hard sell, and then he has a visit. So, yeah, that's going to be tough. We can't compete with visits just because, again, don't have the hours to do visits. I can't go around doing visits. So we'll put an extra 5 on there, slide into those DMs, say, hey, don't you still want to come here? And that was a bye week, and then they overtook us. So that's probably not going to happen. The minute we fall to 2nd, that's when I pull out of these guys. And we fall to 2nd on Van Summeren. So, tried the best pitch we could. And that just did not work. I know that wasn't going to be good. I thought maybe, but I should have known better. And we just don't have anything to sell. We're going to have to take another crack at it. I don't think he'll like playing time, but there's nothing else we can try here. Maybe he has a 4th thing he likes. I don't know if they can have 4 things they like. I think it's just 3. I think. That'd be interesting if that was a little more dynamic in CFB 26, where you might have some prospects who only really like one thing, so you have to maybe more focus on a visit. So, taking on Northern Illinois here, this school is set to join the Mountain West Conference. So, their spot in the MAC is up for grabs. We would slot in perfectly, even though in the game, the program overall still thinks we're in Louisiana, but theoretically we would slot into the MAC pretty well, right? Milwaukee, we slide right into the MAC conference, and I guess realistically it would save on travel costs, right? That's not something that's in the game, but we can have that in our head canon. We get a run here with Bennett Galloway, and one of my favorite teachers in high school was Mr. Galloway. Actually, he was a great teacher. Shout out to him. But either way, Billy Pullen gets a sack. It's a shame this guy's a senior. We're not going to have him around next season because he is a beast. But talking about the Mountain West, I think there's a good chance we might move to the Mountain West. It's kind of a lateral move, but I think it's one that kind of makes sense, right? Like, hey, you know what? The Mountain West, they didn't, or move to the MAC. The MAC, they didn't want us to get a touchdown right there when we first started this program up, so we had to join the Sun Belt, but now the MAC is kind of desperate, right? MAC's looking for a rebound. Now that Northern Illinois left, going to the Mountain West, so they'll take us. I think that'll be our headcanon here in this series. Second and goal here, 14-3 lead. And I just throw this one up here, and Stephen Killings, I'm not sure what he's doing there in the end zone where your back's to the quarterback. That should probably never happen, honestly. Godfrey able to run down that linebacker. But I just say, your back should never be to the quarterback that late into a play in the end zone. You should probably be paying attention where the quarterback is. But I shouldn't have thrown that football. So 14-3 here still. Mac School giving us a tough time, but able to get to a 2nd and 2 right there. Now a 3rd and 2 after a failed run. And then we throw this one quick, and that is bounced up in the air. That should have been picked. Instead, it's Artis Cole getting the touchdown. And you know the saying, drop a pick, give up 6. I believe that's a saying. That might be a saying with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, but back in the day. But yeah, drop pick, then you give up 6. That's kind of the way it goes sometimes. So we're able to beat Northern Illinois here. So Northern Illinois on their way to the Mountain West can't even beat a lowly Sun Belt team. So not a great day for Aiden Armenta despite the touchdowns. 52% completion percentage. The interception was really bad. Again, the running attack, no Ahmad Hardy in this game that much, mostly because I decided to rest him in this game. His wear and tear was really bad, so I decided, you know what, let's lighten his load a little bit, and let's get some other guys in here. So, touchdowns for Artis Cole on that kind of tip drill, and Godfrey with the touchdown also had the big tackle that saved a pick 6. So, offensive line is okay. I suppose we're just not getting a big push. I would like to run the ball more. Just not able to really do it. And really Elijah Fisher is struggling in the run game. He's definitely not a great run blocker. So, yeah. Jaden Hamlin, a sack. And then we got 2 sacks from Billy Pullen. So, a really good, day defensively. Able to, keep them, not let them score a bunch of points. So, recruiting. What's going on here? Well, Warren McAdoo is a commit to SMU. So, that is not ideal for us because if I really wanted him, we were good. We were at a good point to get him. But he's going to have to come off the board. And Greg Van Summeren, not enjoying that pitch either. And I think we're just going to have to end this recruitment here. Just going to have to, accept the L on that one. So we got some hours here, some points here to open up. So we're going to go look at some other prospects here. Look at this quarterback, 2-star, left-handed, field general from Wisconsin. See, Wisconsin is our one pipeline that's purple. So we added him to the board. Just, why not? You never know. These 2-stars sometimes they turn out good. Then we found another tight end, 3-star tight end from Janesville. And then we find Trent Robinson. We're going to put 10 hours on him. Sam something. We're going to put 10 hours on him. Points. I feel like it's so weird. I'm just going to call them points. I'll probably forget that. But add these guys to here a little bit. And see if we can, make something happen with them. This might be tough because Central Michigan is really far along with him. And so we're kind of coming in late here, seeing if we can nab them. So we're going to take on App State here in the third game of this episode. Or is it the fourth game of this episode? I have already forgot. That's how much fun I've been having. I really should remember that, but App State, no, this is the fourth game. What am I talking about? So, App State here, 3rd and 13. We finally get a defensive moment playage, and sometimes I complain that play the moments ends up being too much about playing defense, and then sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's all offense. So 1st and 10 here, looking, throws this one over the middle to Tristan Wiley, who has really kind of become our leading receiver, honestly, this year. So nice little route, sit down right there for Griffin, able to pick that one up. Now 2nd and goal at the 4. So we do a direct handoff to Ahmad Hardy, and could not get it. So we're going to come back again, 3rd and goal. Bennett Galloway going to vulture this touchdown. And there we go, Bennett Galloway. He didn't play a lot last year. I did like him the few times he came onto the field. I do like that we're kind of mixing this up a little bit, getting multiple backs an opportunity here. So 2nd quarter, touchdown, App State. And I don't know for sure if that's a touchdown. I take a look at it here, number 12, and I think that's a touchdown. I guess it depends when you think he had control. I think that other foot is out of bounds, right? I think he does have the 1 foot down. We would challenge it. They would say that's a touchdown, but I think at the same time he had 1 foot out of bounds, and I think he had another foot inbounds. So we try a screenplay. Neither of our guys decide to block anyone. So 3rd and 12 coming up here. Didn't even bother getting in the way of the guy. So we throw this one here, and that's going to be a missed throw, but there is a flag on the play, and that's going to be pass interference. So we'll take the pass interference, and we'll take the extra yardage. So here we go. 1st and goal at the 2. Going to throw this one, and that is going to be a touchdown. Ahmad Hardy getting the touchdown. This time a receiving touchdown. So there we go. Getting back on the board here and trying to, win our first conference game of the season. Throws this one to Gross? Groke or Gross? I think it's Gross. So 14-7 here. We do a kind of quarterback draw here, and QB blast doesn't work. And then we do a sneak and get into the end zone. So there's another rushing touchdown on the day for us, and that'll get us up to 21 points here in this one. 21-7. Come back again, 4th and 3. Armenta looking, throws this one here to Wiley, and he's able to come up with that one. That is a tough grab right there, and that's why I've been kind of just going to Wiley a lot more. Just throwing it up to him because he seems to be able to make those tough grabs. So we come back, 2nd and goal at the 1. Now we're going to come out in the pistol formation, kind of a draw play. Can't get it right there. We're coming out in all different formations, trying to pound this football in. Come back again, under center. Hardy able to get it in right there. Had to change direction. And we get another rushing touchdown on the day for Ahmad Hardy. And we are up big here, 28-7. We're going to come back again. And on the run a little bit. Going to throw this one to Hardy. I'm not sure why he stopped right there. He was not supposed to stop on that play. If he keeps going, he might have a touchdown. Might have a walk-in. So we come back. Going to hand this one off to Hardy. And he gets another rushing touchdown on the day. So I believe that's 3 touchdowns on the day for Ahmad Hardy. 2 of the rushing variety, 1 of the receiving variety. We put up 35 points here. And we eventually put up 42. And we are going to beat App State here. They tried making a little comeback in that 4th quarter, but they could not pull it off. So, first conference win of the season. We started the season 0-2, but then eventually we got it right, got back on track, and able to get to 3-2 here. Aiden Armenta, probably his best game of the season. 63% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 19 of 30. Had the quarterback sneak touchdown as well. And you see here 4 rushing touchdowns on the day for us here. Bennett Galloway, Ahmad Hardy, Aiden Armenta getting a touchdown. Then we got Tristan Wiley with a touchdown. who has really been kind of having almost like a breakout year for us here. He has been very good, I have to say. Thankfully, he's a junior, so he should be back next year. Gave up a bunch of sacks. And then we also got our own. Billy Pullen again, 3 sacks. And then Keontae Wells with a sack. And we're able to get an interception. That might be the first of the season, I think. So we didn't see it. It can't happen in sim. So for us, I don't think we've turned anyone over yet while playing the game. But yeah, Billy Pullen, your Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week with 3 sacks, 2 TFL, 7 total tackles. And Billy Pullen, also your National Defensive Player of the Week. Week 6 versus App State, 3 sacks, 2 TFLs, 7 total tackles. So a really good game for him. And when we come back, we will be taking on Coastal Carolina. I believe our first time getting to see that weird colored field. So we take a look through here, and we're making progress here on Trent Overeem. Sam is just a little too far along with Central Michigan for this to even be worth it. And his 2 green thingies, his 2 green checks are things that aren't particularly great with us. And yeah, so a little too far along. So we are going to get out of that one and then kind of put some more time here on Trent Overeem, because this could be a possibility. We have to hope he likes playing time. If he likes playing time, we might be able to sell and potentially get him in here. And so we're taking a look around here, and then we find another defensive tackle, Rob Boyce, speed rusher, 297 pounds. I'm interested in trying to get this guy in here, so we'll add him to the board. We'll try to get him into the class. And James Madison, and I believe that's Old Dominion up top. I can't tell because of how I'm doing this commentary. Little details like that get really squished on my screen, so forgive me if I can't fully read that out sometimes. So I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, especially if you're still watching. If you're still watching at this point, you might as well hit that subscribe button. You might as well hit that like button, because you've watched me ramble and talk for almost half an hour. If you're still here, I truly appreciate that, because you could have watched a lot of other people's stuff. You chose to watch me, so why don't you hit that subscribe button? It's like a reward for yourself. So when we come back, we'll be taking on Coastal Carolina, and I can't wait for that one. So hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thank you.